Morning. Very rainy out there today, so you might hear in my shed the distant sound of rain as it drums on the top of the roof, which is quite nice. If you're wondering what that noise is, it's the pounding rain at the moment. Alright, so welcome to Friday. So we've been through the low, the mid and the upper lungs, using our hands to breathe into the different areas of the lungs. And today we're going to bring them together and breathe into all parts of the lungs. So we'll be focusing on breathing into the low, the mid and the upper sequentially, and we'll do that a couple of ways. And then we're going to finish with an alternate nostril breathing practice, which is really good for relaxation. Alright, so we'll just start by sitting quietly for a minute or so. So coming into your comfortable seat, whether that's cross-legged or sitting on a straight back chair, the feet flat on the ground. Just sitting comfortably with the shoulders back and down, head up, hands resting in the lap gently, no tension in the arms or the shoulders, eyes closed. And bringing the attention to the breath. Breathing through the nostrils, slowing and lengthening your breath. And paying attention to the chest rising as you breathe in and you fill the lungs completely. And the chest falling as you breathe out and empty the lungs completely. So again, we're joining together the mind, the body and the breath. One pointed awareness. Focusing the mind on the breath and the movement the body makes with the breath. And we're trying to extend our breath to that 6 count in and 6 count out if we can. And whatever the count, just keeping the breath deep and even and slow. Ignoring any distractions outside and just keeping the mind focused on the breath. And noticing and being aware again that the lungs are 3-dimensional. So as you breathe in, they will expand to the front, the sides and the back, just as we've experienced by using our hands. And as you breathe out, that will deflate also front, sides and back. So imagining the lungs are like a balloon, inflating all around and then deflating the same way. Breathing deeply and breathing consciously. Keeping the breath going, bringing our palms together at the chest so we can chant Om 3 times. And we breathe in deeply, and as we breathe out, we make the sound Om for as long as we can, so emptying our lungs. Breathing in. Om. Breathing in. Om. Relaxing the hands. Okay, so we're going to do the hands on breathing again into all parts of the lungs. So coming into a comfortable but upright position, so that could be on the knees if that's comfortable, or sitting in a straight back chair. Just having the spine nice and straight. So as we did before, we're going to use the hands on the different areas of the lungs. So we're going to need to move our hands as we breathe in and we breathe out. Ideally, we should be breathing in through the low, the mid and the upper, and then letting out the breath the same way in the low, the mid and the upper. This can seem very odd when we're just used to breathing in and out and don't pay any attention to where the breath is moving in and out of. But if we use our hands and focus our minds over time, we will find that we can feel the breath moving in through the low, the mid and the upper, and then letting out through the low, the mid, the upper. Okay, so we're going to be breathing in for 6, and then so for each 2 count is on each part of the lung. So sort of breathe in for 2, 2, 2, breathe out for 2, 2, 2. So just by placing our hands on it helps us focus where we're breathing into and where we're breathing out of. But it's one continual breath, so we're going to be utilising all areas of the lungs. Alright, so we'll do it 6 times. As I say, we're going to need to move the hands as we breathe, okay? So just breathe out first. So breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in low, mid, upper, breathing out low, mid, upper, breathing in low, mid, upper, breathing out low, mid, upper, breathing in low, mid, upper, breathing out low, mid, upper, breathing in low, mid, upper, breathing out low, mid, upper, breathing in low, mid, upper, breathing out low, mid, upper. And just rest the hands. It may have been a little tricky to feel the breath with all the hand moving as well. But as long as we did nice deep breaths, we would have been using all of our lungs. And what we're going to do now is we're going to breathe into all of the lungs again, but we're going to use the mudra. And we're going to place both thumbs into our palms and roll our fingers around so we're making fists. And then we're going to bring them in front of the abdomen, making sure that the knuckles are touching, and importantly making sure that the thumb and the 2 fronts of the 2 fingers there are touching. And just holding them in front of our abdomen. So this is Brahma Mudra. So these hand gestures, these mudras, they actually send signals to the brain, so reflexogenical messages to the brain, telling the brain which part of the lungs we want to breathe into. Now, there are quite a few, and there are some for also shutting off areas of the lungs, but this one, Brahma Mudra, opens up the whole of the lungs. So when we breathe, we're going to be breathing in through the low, the mid and the upper, and breathing out the same way through the low, the mid and the upper. So we're just going to keep our hands like this, allowing the breath to move through the whole of the lungs. And we're going to take 6 deep breaths and closing the eyes and focusing and seeing if we can feel the breath moving through low, mid and upper, and then passing out again through low, mid and upper. Alright, let's give it a go. So breathing out first. So breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. And just rest the hands in the lap and just let the breath come back to normal. And again, these are all practices that you can do every day. And as you practice, you'll feel the breath more in those areas and be able to increase the breath as well, increase the breath length. Alright, so we're going to do Mukha Bhastrika again, so emptying the lungs, getting that stale air out of the tops of the lungs, really good when we've been doing deep breathing, because we've moved stuff around, so now let's get rid of any stale air, anything stuck in the pockets at the top of the lungs. So breathing in, blasting out and down, head down. Look up, lift the head, breathe in, filling the lungs, blasting out and down. Head down, look up, lift the head, breathe in, coming up. Last time, filling the lungs, and then pursing the lips and forcing the air out. Head down, just rest here for a moment. Let the arms relax to the sides. And then lift the head, coming up and breathing normally. Alright, so if you've been sitting on the heels, you might want to give them a little shake out. And then come back to a comfortable seated position for our final practice. So we're going to do alternate nostril breathing, often called anuloma viloma. Don't normally do this in class, but it's really nice and really relaxing. So we're going to, one round is breathing in through the left and out through the right, and then in through the right and out through the left, the nostrils that is. By starting and ending on the left side, we're activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the side for relaxation. So it's going to relax us. If we wanted to be more active, we could start on the right side and end on the right side. So we're stimulating the sympathetic nervous system, which is the active side. But we're going to do relaxation today. So there's a number of different ways you can breathe through the nostrils. There is a hand mudra, which is quite tricky. If you wanted to do that, what you do is you place the middle finger between the eyebrows, and then you use the first and the third finger on either nostril to close off the nostrils, and the little finger and the thumb is outstretched either side of the face. So that can be quite tricky to hold. You're welcome to try it if you want, and if your arm gets tired you could hold your hand. Or if you prefer, you can just use the thumb and the forefinger alternately to cover each nostril. And I'm just going to do that today, but I will put a picture of the mudra and its name into the Facebook. Alright, so as I say, we're going to be closing off the right and breathing in through the left, then close off the left and breathe out through the right, then breathe in through the right with the left still closed and breathe out through the left. Hopefully it won't be too complicated. Alright, so just sitting comfortably, have the hands in position so the thumb and the forefinger are just covering, or just gently either side of each nostril. And close the right nostril to begin with. And then breathe in through the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cover the left. Breathe out right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cover right. Breathe in. Sorry, cover. Let's start again. That was my fault. Okay. Thumb and forefinger either side of nostrils. Covering the right. Breathe in left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in left. Cover the left. Breathe out right. Breathe in right. Cover right. Breathe out left. Breathe in left. Cover left. Breathe out right. Breathe in right. Breathe out left. Breathe in left. Cover left, breathe out right. Breathe in right. Cover right, breathe out left. Breathe in left. Cover left, breathe out right. Breathe in right. Cover right, breathe out left. Let's just bring the hands down to the lap. Closing the eyes, just breathing gently through both nostrils now. Hopefully feeling nice and calm and relaxed. Keeping the eyes closed, let's rub our palms together, generating some nice heat between the hands. And when they're nice and hot, place them in front of your eyes, just feeling the warmth. And as we start to blink and open our eyes, letting that warmth into the body and just moving the hands away from the face. And opening the eyes. So that ends today's session. So we've breathed into all of the lungs. There's a couple of practices there you can do to facilitate using all parts of the lungs at the same time or simultaneously. And then also the alternate nostril breathing. Sorry about the little mistake at the beginning there. But yes, by closing off one nostril at a time and breathing in and breathing out, we can activate that parasympathetic nervous system. It's a really good relaxation practice. So I hope you've enjoyed the week. I've really enjoyed getting up, doing a bit of breathing. Short practices, but something that you could do every day to help you increase your lung capacity, your breath capacity, help you get a bit more energy, help you feel nice and relaxed in the morning too. It's a lovely way to start the day. And I will post all the videos again next week, and they're also still in the group, so they're there for you to do anytime at all. And I hope you've enjoyed something a little bit different and a nice start to the day. And thank you very much for joining me. See you soon. Bye.